I'm gonna unbox this Roborock robotic vacuum. Here's the inside. Not sure what this is for. So this is a manual. Interesting. Okay, looks pretty nice. I really like the white color because my previous robotic vacuums were gray, black, and because I have white walls, they would get scraped very easily and they would have like white marks from walls. So hopefully, because this one is white, it will look a lot more neat for a longer period of time. Let's hope. Not a fan of this red, I don't even know what you call it, but it's, you know, I wish it was white or more like invisible, but it's okay. Let's see. Oh, this is the mopping attachment. Interesting. It looks like, you know, with my other robotic vacuum, I actually had like a pretty big tank for water. With this, you get like a pretty tiny one. I don't know if if this actually will mop my floor fully, but we will see. I'm gonna test it out, so we will see. Okay, this is pretty heavy. Here is the charging station. It looks pretty much exactly the same, just in the white, as my auto robotic vacuum by Mamibot. This is I believe Xiaomi? That's what you call it? Not sure. But the Roborock, I think it's created by the scooter brand Xiaomi. Xiaomi? Actually, let me know how to pronounce it. Xiaomi, I think. Here we got a filter and also, I guess this is the charging cable to connect the charger to the wall outlet. So that's pretty much it. You get definitely a lot less things than with a Neato robotic vacuum. And the package is definitely a lot smaller, and the same goes for Mamibot. I felt like I got a lot more attachments and stuff, but it's okay, we'll see. Just, you know, if you pay like, I mean, the regular price for this is actually like $699. I bought it on Amazon for around $540, so it's not the cheapest vacuum, and I really hope, you know, it's gonna be worth the money. I'm gonna really do a pretty diligent test because I still have my other robotic vacuums and I want to make sure that the one I'm gonna keep is the best one, and I'm hoping it's gonna be this one. Okay, I'm gonna charge this thing and we're gonna test it out. So here's the information about maintenance, you know, how often you have to clean the vacuum, and here's information about, you know, what you get in the box, and also charging, installation. So I see that this part is actually a charging pad which you attach to the charger. So we will do that. And here is installation for the mop, and this is how the vacuum looks from the bottom. So with Neato, you also get just one spinning brush. With Mamibot, I get two. And what I like about this is that actually this brush doesn't touch the charging detectors, pads, not sure how to call it. And with Mamibot, it does touch it because it's so big. So this thing gets scraped, and unfortunately it also gets dirty. So sometimes this thing gets so dirty from this brush, that the vacuum doesn't recognize the charger. That's pretty annoying because it usually happens when I'm not home and I can't charge the pads, and the vacuum just dies and doesn't clean anything. So that's why I decided to get this one, to have the mopping also function, and have control over the mopping areas. I can just select areas in the app, so the vacuum won't go to certain places and you know, get stuck on I don't know, my dog's toys and stuff like that. So hopefully this gonna work well. The brush is pretty nice, I gotta say. It's probably gonna get very dirty easily, but you know, it's still so clean and nice. Oh, I love it. All my other vacuums are like almost 1 year old, so it's nice to see a clean, you know, brand new vacuum, because even though I clean them, like, they get so dirty. Okay, so this is pretty neat. Look at this. That works nice. Let's see. Okay, so I can tell this is the part which you know, clean, and they gave me 2 filters in total. That's nice. That's how many I got with my previous vacuums. And they also attached this brush here. This is great because with Neato, I just had it laying around in different places and I keep losing it. So it's great that it's right here. So when you actually clean the vacuum, you know, you have the brush right here. This is great. This is really nicely thought out. And yeah, this looks good for, you know. Okay, so next step is to install this app. After installing the app, you have to scan this QR code. Then you should get this email from Xiaomi. Okay, so it looks like my account is set up correctly. Okay, so I turn on the vacuum by pressing the power button, and now I'm connecting the vacuum to the Wi-Fi. Probably gonna take around a minute. As you can see, the Wi-Fi indicator light is blinking and played a nice theme song for me. I was able to pick the room the robot is in and the name, and now let's see. Microphone. I don't think I need that, so don't allow. Already an update available. We'll see how long it's gonna take. So I click dock to charge the robot, and as you can see, it's already mapping the room. That's incredible. It's here in one spot, but it already sees the whole room. So it's been over 30 minutes since I started charging it, and as you can see, battery is at 47, and I also updated the device in the meantime, so maybe that's why it didn't charge a little bit more, but that's still pretty good. So now I'm just gonna run a vacuum and see how long it's gonna vacuum. Just for the reference, Neato takes around 30 minutes to vacuum the whole apartment, and Mamibot takes over an hour to vacuum the whole apartment. But the sensors in Mamibot are a lot less effective. So the vacuum usually just, you know, goes to the same places a few times. I don't know why. So hopefully this vacuum, Roborock, will take around 30 minutes and will vacuum perfectly. Okay, so it's 2:11 and the vacuum is currently at 49%. So let's see how much battery it's gonna eat and how long it's gonna take to vacuum the whole apartment.
Starting the cleanup.
As you can see, it's already mapping. It's not that loud. It's definitely quieter than Neato, but I feel like it's a little bit louder than Mamibot, but it's also more powerful. I'm gonna try out the mopping function, so I'm gonna put some water in this mopping tray and we will see how it works. Okay, it's on. The vacuum stopped cleaning, it's all done, so let's see how much dust it cleaned. Okay, stop. Not bad.
Dustbin removed.
Okay, so all you need to do to empty the dustbin is to push on these arrows and it opens. And that's it. I really like that when I just click here, it goes back to the dock. I was missing it with Neato Robotic Vacuum, and Mamibot had the remote, so I could just do it with the remote, but this is pretty convenient, I gotta say, and it works really great. It actually goes to the charging station and it starts charging. Hello.
Going back to the dock. Paused. Resuming going back to the dock.
So it's been about a month since I got my Roborock robotic vacuum. I've been testing this for quite some time and I feel like it's a great time to finally finish this review. I've been vacuuming, mopping, using this vacuum like many times because sometimes I would use it a few times a day. Yes, and it's been a pleasure. I've been loving using this robotic vacuum, and even though at the beginning I wasn't sure if I would like it because I mostly use my robotic vacuum to not only vacuum but also mop the floor. And when I saw that the water tray was pretty small, I was like, oh, it's probably not gonna mop the whole apartment, but I was wrong. Actually, it mops pretty well. One fully filled with water water tray lasts for the whole apartment, so it's not a problem. So I'm pretty happy about that, and I change it regularly, so that's actually a good thing, and it's great that they give me two mopping cloths because whenever I wash one of them, I like to use the other one, so it's great, and I probably will buy a few more since I just love mopping the floor. You know, I love to have clean floors. We have a dog, and you know, he's messy. He leaves his dirty paws all over the apartment, so I like to mop basically every day, even a few times a day. But obviously, I'm not only loving this vacuum for the mopping function, which is great, but definitely it's the best robotic vacuum I've ever used, and I'm comparing this Roborock to Neato and to Mamibot. These are the ones which I've used for around a year, and after a year I decided to finally get a new robotic vacuum because I really loved how powerful Neato vacuum was, but unfortunately it didn't have the mopping function. And Mamibot was fine for most of the time, but recently it just started to fail. It would vacuum the whole apartment for like 2 hours because it would just go in circles, and it would just be a waste. So and it wasn't really as good at vacuuming as Neato or Roborock, like at all. It was good if you would, vacuum every day, and it would vacuum like big particles, but not like small dust particles. Like it wouldn't really vacuum those. So Neato was better when it comes to vacuuming, but Roborock is like the best when it comes to vacuuming and mopping. The floor is just like perfectly clean, and I really like also to use the app. It works really well. Like if I go to it now, loading, I can click right here. Oh, I don't know if you can see it. Right here I can click on this little icon, and the
Starting the cleanup.
the robotic vacuum will start right away. This is great. Okay, I'm gonna pause it. Yeah, paused. A vacuum cycle takes around 30-40 minutes for the whole apartment. So it's a little more than Neato, because Neato was around 20-30 minutes. But this Roborock is definitely more thorough when it comes to cleaning. It was more expensive than Neato. It was more expensive than Mamibot because I paid for it $540, and that was with a discount. Regular price was $6.99, so it's pretty pricey, but I see why it costs so much. I mean, it looks great. It's pretty good at sensing, the walls, the furniture. Like it doesn't bump into my furniture as often as Mamibot, for example. So that's great. And also I can't really see any scratches or damages on this Roborock because it's white, so when it hits the wall, I can't really see it, but it never really runs into walls. I haven't noticed that. I can set no-go to zone, and the vacuum will actually skip those places. So it works great. I can also do sectional cleaning, so I can select on the map where I want the vacuum to vacuum, and it will actually vacuum just the area I selected. It works amazingly. Like, I'm surprised how well it works. It's quiet. I love that I can set different settings on my app. So like if I want the vacuum to be super powerful, I can set it up. I think it has 3 different power modes. I'm using the regular one, but there's also, I think, quiet one, and also more powerful and like super powerful. So this is great too. Oh, and I also love that I can just click here on the dock, and it will actually go to the dock, or just I can move it to places like go here, and I can click anywhere on the map, and the vacuum will just go there. Like, this is great. I mean, the app is like perfect. Like, I wouldn't change anything. So, okay, if you have any questions, let me know, and I will see you soon in the next videos. Bye bye.